I was curious about like how, you crewing up for jobs and stuff. Like, was that the same kind of situation on this Lululemon spot that you did? Did you have the fortune of like working with your family and stuff on that?
Yes, I did. For the recent Lululemon spots that I just did, I got to work with a lot of like the family that I love to like work with and see. So my first AD, Elle, who I basically like, if I'm working in London, I'm trying to book her. And then Matt Alsop, who is an incredible Steadicam operator. He's my favorite. He's kind of like the GOAT out there. I always try to book him. And then I worked with my dude, Spike Morris, major groundwork family, DP. Spike, what's up? So Spike DP'd this Lululemon stuff, and he had so many fucking light gags that cracked me up. And it's so appropriate. And he's also a fan of Shitty Rigs, by the way, like major fan. Like when I told him that we were shooting together, he was like, "No fucking way, dude!" Like, not in that accent because he's British, but he had some hilarious setups on that job. And they just progressively got crazier, basically, like progressively got nuttier. So basically, it's in studio shoot. We're shooting against a psych every day. So we had 4 different spots. Every spot had a different sort of like color combination, and every spot had a different sport and a different vibe and a different energy and like different flow. And so we wanted to do something also kind of different for the background and give it just like a slightly different texture, but still keep it dreamy. And so for the first day, this wasn't crazy. We basically just like, we wanted the background to have a little bit of like shine that was kind of like organic feeling and moving. And so we had like, what is that called again? The silver...
Mylar.
Exactly. So we had Mylar and just like a fan, shining on it and like light shining on it. So it's just, a twinkle. Cool. Basic. Fine. Next time I go into the studio, we have an old rickety door with like glass. Like it was like an antique door that had like glass.
Like a frosted window?
Like not even a frosted window. It was almost like if I remember correctly, but I have to dig back in my photos and we'll find the content for everybody. But it almost had like the bottoms of bottles in the.
It's like old glass.
Like old glass. It wasn't just regular sort of frosted glass. It was like, so all of a sudden I'm like, there's an antique door propped up and light shining through the glass. And that was creating the sort of like organic shapes on the wall. I was like, okay, that is different. Okay, interesting. It progressively got weird to, I think it was the last day, we had a tub of water on the ground, cut up Mylar in the water, one of our assistants churning it with like grip of some sort, like a metal device. I don't even remember what we used for it.
C-stand arm or something?
It wasn't even a C-stand. It was like the funny, like that would make sense. But it was like they went to the parking lot and like found a piece of metal. And just like, and she was there churning it and there was like lights hitting it and that's what. And I was like, Spike, this has gone too fucking far, man. No, but it was so fucking funny because every day it had to be something different.
Yeah.
But what caused that? What caused like that chain reaction? Were you missing something, or like he was like, "This would be a better shot. This would be a better shot. Oh my god, let's do this. Let's do this."
No, the funny thing is that was planned. That was planned.
Spike would probably get along with Smokey.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. Was planned.
Smokey, we have this other DP on here I've worked with many years.
Spike and Smokey sound sick.
Oh yeah, they would get along like house on fire. Smokey has this pool thing that you're describing, and I called it the pool of broken dreams.
Oh my
And
God.
it's just a bunch of broken mirror tiles in a
Stop.
pool, in a baby pool that you would have to sit there and like
Oh my
waddle
God.
back and forth.
I can see how that would
But the
be beautiful
reflection, it's beautiful.
based
yeah.
on what I have seen.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. But yeah, like it was so funny to me. I was just like, this is hilarious. Like no one would ever know watching the videos that this is
And honestly, some of the
what
most,
we're doing to
some
create.
of the most like ingenious effects come from things that you would just like would never know. Like I worked with a DP way back in the day where we would take plywood and use it as bounce board because it's just warmer. And you're like, oh yeah, duh. Like now it
course.
makes sense. But it's like then you're sitting there holding a piece of plywood while the wind's blowing and you're like, this sucks. Like,
It's
why
heavy
am I
as
doing this? Yeah. It's always the obscure things, I feel like. That.
Yeah.
Right.
That
Yeah.
only people on set would appreciate. 'Cause,
Well,
like,
no, not even but you have to like be that person that knows to go beyond because
Yeah.
it's very easy to just like throw up a sky panel and put an
Right.
effect on the sky panel and be like,
There it is.
there he is.
Right,
And like,
right.
there's a certain type of person that's like, I need a baby pool,
Yeah,
a bunch of
yeah.
KY jelly and some mirrors.
Right. And also maybe it could have been like that door might have been part of the kit of our gaffer, who's Bill.
That's very possible too.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah. It probably because like to just have a random door that you're shining a light through, like he probably just had like a bag of tricks, you know.
Yeah, they usually do. Yeah.
They
Incredible
usually do.
minds.
Yeah.
I'm
But-
sorry, Mike. Where does the KY jelly come in?
It's for you to find out.
Let's give texture to the water.
Yeah. Well, the water needs to be a little thicker.
I need a moment for this.
Oh man.
Got it. I'm just saying, it takes a certain type of person. Like, I know someone who steals those lenses out of old tungsten units, and they
Oh my God,
shoot
wait.
light through those.
Actually, it literally looked like that
Yeah.
within a door.
Yeah. Like a Fresnel lens is actually really expensive to buy. Like if you buy like if you're looking for like a large Fresnel lens, it's expensive to buy. But
Yeah.
the cheapest way to buy it is to just buy a spare from like Ari or
I
something.
totally forgot this was behind me. You were pointing at me. I was like,
you were like, why the
I was
fuck
like, why are you pointing at me for? And I was like,
That guy right there.
I was like, oh, it's
If
the
I
light
could-
behind me.
No, if I could describe, remember I was saying it looked like the bottom of a
Yeah.
bottle cap, but I wasn't putting it together that it could have been a Fresnel lens, but I don't know why that would be in a door.
I think it's. I just did something in England and like at an old pub, and they have these old glass windows that are just they're like
Sure.
essentially like a blown sort of window where it's like
Yeah.
circular, but it's not quite a Fresnel lens. But
It must have just been an old door where like either Spike or our gaffer like acquired in their kit because it was like
just cool looking.
that reminds me of a Fresnel lens, and
Yeah, no, I mean
you could probably
there's
shine light through that and be
Smokey,
weird and get weird.
Smokey's
put
got
them
a
together.
storage unit of tricks, so
That's amazing.
this is a thing. Spike and Smokey, you guys need to meet.
Spike and Smokey need to
Should have
connect.
them on their episode.
Just put them both together.
Just talking about tricks. Like, you ever tried this?